I'm Mohammed Abdul Karim, presenting a very interesting topic, fish feed formulation, on my Blackman Fishery studio. It is definitely for you and all the people that have interest in fisheries. My previous topic 203 were based on the principle of utilization of pH meter for predicting exactly what is happening inside our water bodies. This time around is going to be on least cost fish feed formulation and supplementary fish feed for your catfish. Thank you. Why least cost and supplementary fish feed for our catfish? The reason is not far-fetched. The cost of producing pelleted fish feed is very high. %80 of cost of producing fingerling is caused by fish feed. How do you reduce this in order to make profit? Forget about the cost of producing catfish pellet. That's a cost of the energy you spend, transportation, time spent. This can be converted into money. For a farmer to make profit, he has to reduce the cost of producing pelleted fish feed. The prices of ingredients used in formulation of least cost dye keep on rising in Nigeria. Alternative source of plant protein from groundnut, melon, mucuna and others compare favorably with blood meal mixtures. Blood meal and fish meal are the animal sources of protein. So plant protein source can be used in formulating fish feed, and they compare favorably with the animal sources of plant proteins. Lack of growth of aquaculture in Africa include overzealous and unplanned promotion of aquaculture that places much more emphasis on the technical research, technology transfer, without regard to the natural source, social, cultural, and economic context. Look at this simple example. In Nigeria, an tropical country, you take a mango, after eating it, you throw it away, it grows. Why do you need sophisticated technology when you can do it and rely on the natural sources? If you don't go back to what is available in your country, you end up buying elsewhere and they will be making money. Always reflect back. Plant protein can be used to replace the more expensive animal protein feedstock. If a fish feeds on a high protein feed, there is increase in metabolic rate to enable the fish eliminate waste product with higher ammonia content. What we are trying to present here is that you can produce fish feed with high protein content. Catfish will like it. But the problem here is that energy would be used, much more energy will be used for metabolic activities to excrete or to eliminate this waste product. And this waste product will be a great source of ammonia. Nitrite as low as 0.1, 0.2 can kill your fish. So it becomes very, very reasonable for us to include energy sources during feed formulation. And that is the reason why we used maize, sorghum, and bran, maize bran, millet often, so that the protein will be spare. Natural feed is found naturally in the pond. It may include detritus, bacteria, plankton, worms, insects, snails, aquatic plant, and fish. A supplemental diet is a feed that is produced to provide additional carbohydrate, protein, and fats to the fishes receiving natural food, plankton, that is zooplankton and microplankton, the plant and animal microscopic organism, as vitamins and minerals. Are not added to the diet because the plankton contain vitamins and minerals in large quantity, and the fish can obtain vitamin and minerals from the plankton. Supplementary feed is therefore offered merely to supplement the natural food source in the ponds. I remember last week when we went on a field visit to a commercial fish farm. My colleague, Dr. Zikrullah, advised the fishers there to practice a form of polyculture, that is, introducing tilapia and clarias in the same ponds. I agree with him because tilapia can reproduce in captivity, whereas clarias do not, unless you provide a situation or environment similar to natural condition or through artificial means. You introduce the claria first, then later you stock the ponds with tilapia. In no time, this tilapia will produce, and the fish will be feeding, the catfish will be feeding on the tilapia, young tilapias. Unfortunately, I forgot to tell the fishers that you should integrate poultry production so that you will have fish come birds. The bird can be dogs. But I was thinking of the cost of poultry feed. Anyway, if you construct a poultry house on the embankment of your Aten fish pond, half on the embankment, half inside the water, the poultry dropping will be dropping into the water, and the fish will be feeding on them. If you allow your dog to swim freely in your Aten pond, it will become very clean, healthy, and the fishes will become food. And the fish will be consuming these fishes. But there are many ways of producing supplementary feeds. We get there. A gentle reminder: when fish are transferred from their natural environment to artificial one, enough food must be supplied in order to make them grow properly. You know, in the natural environment, the fish rely on the natural gift of nature. This could be in the form of complete ration, where the artificial diet furnish all the nutrients required by the fish. In this case, the diet, the pelleted feed, is costly. And you can't afford it for a long time. Then the alternative, or supplementary diet, where part of the nutritional need of the fish is supplied by natural food in the cultural system. Or supplied by you. Locally available materials such as yam, plantain, banana, cowpea, mokuna, maize, millet, groundnut, wheat west, maize yam, maize brand, millet upper, beans chop. After making one way, you have the beans chop. Brewery waste are considered as potential material for fish feed formulation. All you need to do is gather all these things and dry them, ground them into powder, then incorporate them into fish feed. There are a lot of brewery companies in Nigeria. Their waste are turned out in several tons daily. The brewery waste obtained from this company have not been fully utilized. The waste can be incorporated into fish feed. There are also many kitchen waste that can be obtained from household, such as bean chap, banana, potato, pawpaw, orange, yam, and cassava peels. These wastes are thrown out on daily basis. Most of these domestic waste could be included in fish feed despite their low protein content. 7, 9, 10, 11. Groundnut, maize, and sorghum bran could be incorporated in fish feed formulation. Mash could be formulated with the brans. That means maize mash could be used or formulated with the maize bran or any other brands, rice brands, or millet offal. You mix it with groundnut cake in a ratio of 2:1. The mash and the bran will take 2 parts, and the groundnut cake will take 1 part. You can soak it overnight and feed to the fish. This can only be done when you have 18 fish ponds. Note that some fish could not efficiently strain small particles from the water, and thus much of this feed will be wasted and tend to foul the tanks. Green leaf, water leaf, garden eggs, groundnut cake, maize leaf can be used as both fiber and filler in fish feed. Can fill the stomach of the fish. The idea here of using locally available feedstock, there are some that can be incorporated into fish feed. These ones, they should be turned into powder and then include them when formulating pelleted fish feed. That is it. But when you have 18 fish ponds, it does not give you the license to throw any garbage inside the pond. You should be very moderate, and then you study the turbidity of the water caused by algae. Turbidity of water which is caused by algae is much more favorable than those which is caused by clay particles. But you have seen the implication of algae bloom in your fish pond. In the day they respire, they take out all the carbon dioxide that will make the water too acidic and give you oxygen, which eventually dissolve in water as dissolved oxygen. But what up in the night? What will happen? No photosynthesis. Go back to the previous slides or videos. Chicken intestine, chickens' offals can be collected from slaughterhouse, boiled, then you can give it to your catfish. Correction. When we say turn them to powder, I mean you ground the maize, not completely powder. You ground it, then mix it with maize bran, and use 1 part of groundnut cake. Groundnut cake should also be ground in ratio 2:1. Soak them overnight and fed to your catfish. To formulate a feed with 30% crude protein content, giving the following feed ingredients: groundnut cake 51.4%, fish meal 66.5%, maize bran 10%. You see here you are using only 3 ingredients. This formulation is good for those rearing their fish in eating fish ponds, because other sources of nutrient can easily be obtained in the pond. Minerals, vitamins. I don't want to complicate things. This method adopts Pearson's square method to get the proportions of these ingredients based on 30% crude protein content. Therefore, the groundnut cake, which is a plant source of protein, and the soybeans, which is 66.5. The two are all sources of plant protein in the diet. So that fish meal is supposed to be soya beans. Plus then divide by 2, you get 58.9%. The proportions of groundnut cake will be 20 divided by 48.9 times 100 equals to 40.9 kg. If you know Pearson's square method, algebraic method, you can get your 48.9. So also for maize bran 28.9 all over 48.9 times 100, you get 59.1 kg. If you add it, you get 100 kg. So you can produce 100 kg of feed that will last you several days. You know, pelleted feed comes in 15 kgs bags. You can manually use iron drums lid, that means the cover of iron drums, get nails, hit them and make some holes. When you mix this ingredient with hot water, just the way you use in making eba, you force them out of these metal drums cover, they will come out in form of pellet. Dry them in a secure place, package them in a bag and feed to the fish. This is a very least cost feed, but you require labor. Get 1 or 2 men to do this job for you. The first formulation can be fortified if you want to feed your fish in concrete tanks. You can buy your vitamin C, you can add salt, even yam powder, amala, to make the pellets stable in water. You can incorporate them, mix them together and make the pellet. So also same with this formulation, where you are going to formulate a feed with 20% crude protein containing few ingredients: groundnut cake and palm oil, common salt, and maize bran. Here there is no ground maize, it's only maize bran. You are going to make 100 kg of pelleted fish feed. You adapt Pearson method to get 40.8. The groundnut cake is 9.4 divided by 40.8 times 96.5. You get 22.23 kg. Maize bran, you have 44.27 kg. If you add palm oil, 3.0 kg, common salt 0.5. You can reduce the oil to maybe 2.0 kg, and then the amala yam flour to 1 kg, so that the feed will not be too rancid on storage. You get your 100 kg. Can use it to feed your catfish. Please subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Subscription means when a new video comes out, you will be alerted. That is it. I'm not getting anything from anybody. This video is based on our book we publish. Me, Dr. Zikrullah and Magaji Isa, Essential of Fisheries and Aquaculture Techniques, and another book written by my postgraduate student, a lecturer in State Agricultural College of Agriculture. His name is Aminu Garba. The textbook is Basic Fisheries and Aquaculture Techniques. Maggot meal can be produced from a mixture of 25 kg of cattle blood. If you don't have blood, you can use ripe mangoes. 70% of wheat bran and 30% of sawdust. This can be substituted for fish meal. You don't have to use fish meal if you have this maggot meal. You can feed your fish directly with maggot larvae. Collect these maggot larvae, wash them, shock them with small hot water, and feed directly to your fish. Either concrete fish pond, earthen fish pond. But if you want to incorporate them into a pelleted fish feed, they can serve as substitute for fish meal diet. You can work out the formula to produce varying levels of maggot meals. How do you make it? These ingredients should be mixed together to a thickness of 5 centimeters to constitute substrate where these larvae will grow. The mixture should be spread in a box of 1.4 meter by 1.4 meter square. You screen them with plastic net with one end open. The blood product, that is the mixture, should be allowed to ferment for 48 hours, and the odor released attracts flies to perch on the mixture. You can do it far at your farm, not very close to your rooms, or far from your ponds. Then later, the open side should be closed the second day. You will see the eggs laid by female flies on the substrate. They will hatch into larvae within 2 days, after which the larvae mature and should be harvested. The whole process will take only 5 days. The larvae harvested can be oven dried to a constant weight, after which the dry maggot will be milled into a meal and should be kept in an airtight container at room temperature. This is the formula for 75% crude protein. Use yellow maize 16.17%, wheat bran 9.0%, groundnut cake 15, fish meal 15, vitamins 44, minerals 2.0, vegetable oil 0.3. Sorry, this is the formula for 35% to 40% crude protein with 75% inclusion of maggot meal. You see, the fish meal reduced and then being substituted with maggot meal. The maggot meal will take 75%, while fish meal 15. You see, the cost of fish meal will be reduced because we are using over 75% maggot meal. It means a lot. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, ask questions, challenge me. I am your professor of fisheries and aquaculture. Thank you so much.